Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Today, we are doing a simulcast that will broadcast on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It'll be a video format. And what better way to do that than with our good friend, Dr. Ian Ellie? What are we going to talk about today? Well, it's quite simple. I want everybody to just close their eyes if you're not driving. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think this. You have been chosen to be something special. You have been chosen to be created in God's image. There are many of us that deal with depression, that deal with mental illness, that deal with the unknown factors. So here's my question to you. You've been chosen. You have a gift. You have a talent. Are you utilizing those gifts? Do you know that you are a talented person? Let's talk about it. Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now.
Have faith, let it begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Let it begin.
Let it begin?
Let it begin.
Say have faith.
Let it begin.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Noah.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin.
You did amazing.
You just put those back in. Noah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
This little light of
Mine.
I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
Let it.
Shy.
Let it.
Say.
Let it.
Say.
Yeah.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. On my right, your left, my right, virtual, TikTok world, Facebook, YouTube, and the greatest radiation oncologist on the planet. He is my Patch Adams, my best friend, Dr. Ian Ellie. Welcome back. It's a Monday.
Hey, happy TikTok, Facebook, Spreaker, Apple Podcast, and every other format that I have no idea. Welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. It's really great that you guys thought enough of us to come on board.
You know, I can't think of a better way to kick off a Monday week because let's be honest, it's a holiday week. We've got the 4th of July coming up, and as the firecrackers are set to go off, probably within the next couple of days, as dog owners, this is the hardest time of the year for our animals because the fireworks freak my dog out. But I thought about this, and I talked about this on Friday, and I told the viewers that I was going to share this with you today, Dr. E, and that is this. You know, there are so many times I come on this show, and I tell people that they're gifted, that they're talented, that we're created in their image. And after a while, you know, either people are listening to it or they're hearing it or just passing by. So I decided to think about the word chosen. And I did that because I've been watching the show Chosen. But I thought about that word, and I wanted everyone out there to know that you have been chosen. You know, like Dr. E, you have a gift. We know that. You know, I know you don't like to have your accolades out there and you don't like to have your pat on the back because what you do is not even a job for you. It is a badge of honor, and you wear it well, my friend. But let's be honest, you do have a gift. You have a talent, and you are helping people, deal with cancer and try to do their best to treat them. When you hear the word you have been chosen, how does that make you feel?
You know, I'm really glad. I just want everybody to know that Angel and I have this game that we play. So Angel is the co-host on my podcast, and on Mondays I'm his co-host, and we have this game, and it's called Never Tell the Co-host what the podcast is going to be. Just surprise them, and then just absolutely put them on the spot. So I'm really glad that it's like going on Jeopardy and seeing, this 1969 Mets roster, the 1986 Mets roster is like two of the categories instead of Sumerian and Mesopotamian history, where you would be screwed. But I really appreciate this particular subject. I'm going to answer the question two ways. So when I'm in my little gym, my little home gym, I have a little exercise bicycle, and in front of me is this huge poster. It's a frame poster of a runner, one of the most famous runners, that we had from America. His name was Steve Prefontaine. Steve ran for the University of Oregon and the Olympics, and he was just absolutely a gifted and chosen long distance runner. And he had this gift, and he, on this poster, it says, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice your gift. So these gifts, and again, if you're listening to this podcast, then you're a believer. You believe in our Creator, however, in whatever permutation that you have. And this is very important for us here at Have Faith, Let It Begin. But I think that God does give each of us some gifts. And Steve had this gift of being able to run, and he ran like the wind, and he was so talented. Yet he didn't just run when he wanted to, or he wasn't lazy about it. He worked and he worked and he worked to get better and better and better and better. My gift is healing. That's what God gave me as a gift. And I work and work and work. Angel is a vessel from God, and he doesn't just sit back on his laurels and do his podcast. He works it, and he thinks, and he tries to think of ways to inspire people. He tries to think of ways to try to reignite a person's faith and a person's spirituality. And that's how he and I met. And that's how I ended up on his Monday podcast, is because of the gift he gave me to have faith, let it begin. And then the second part of the question I want to answer is that even as a kid, and going through school and then going to the next level and next level and next level, I was always a big believer in working toward your potential. Meaning, I've saw so many people who work, who just never achieved what they should have achieved. Like the Mets in the mid '80s, they won one championship. They should have won 6 championships. They just were not disciplined. They did not work. They sacrificed their gift, and they did not live up to their potential. So one of the things I think we're going to ask for you to look at, besides finding out what your gift is, recognizing what the gift is that God gave you, and then finding out if you're actually working hard to try to make that gift stronger and more effective. And lastly, to see if you've used that gift that God gave you properly, to be able to have worked up to the potential that our Creator laid out for you. Angel, I hope that answered your question.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about, our Mondays together, because yes, we don't know what we're going to talk about until I hit the record button. Not even me. Sometimes I have an idea, but then all of a sudden I just go. So here's the question that I propose to each and every one of you as we close out today's episode. You have now been given a word. The word is chosen. You have been now given a sentence. And the sentence is this. Actually, it's more of a sentence in a question. You have been chosen. So now, if you're listening to our show for the first time and you're saying to yourself, I'm not really a spiritual person, I'm not really a person that knows who God is, that is okay. We're not judging. We will never judge on this show. What we can tell you is you're not here by accident. So for those that are spiritual and for those that aren't, you're being given a question. You have been chosen. God has chosen you to set out to change the world. How that is, how that plays out is up to you. But know this, you were not an accident. You were created for a purpose. There is a reason. And the reason is something that you need to gather your thoughts on, pray on, and allow God's words to whisper into your ears as he utters the words that he said to me. I am with you. I believe in you. I trust in you, and I will never leave your side. Remember that each and every day. And remember one thing, on this holiday week, as you prepare to go out, be safe, drive safe, be courteous. Remember to think before you react. And by all means, don't let children use those firecrackers. Let that be an adult use. Let's not see anybody go to the hospital. Always keep your eyes open, know your surroundings, and know this. We live in a country where there is freedom of speech. We live in a country where many of our brave men and women died to protect our way of freedom. We honor each and every one of you that do the same each and every day. So may God be with you. May he shine his light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget.
2 things. Never forget, don't drink and drive. Have a happy 4th of July. And have faith. Let it begin. God bless you, Angel. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.